Hey guys, this is the LarryBoy Fanatic, and today we'll be looking at my top 10 facts about Awful Alvin from LarryBoy the Cartoon Adventures series. So let's jump right in. Up at number 10 is that Awful Alvin only has 2 appearances in the video series, whereas he only appeared 3 times in the book series. Now mind you, that does not include the small cameo that he made in the final book. Yeah, I won't say how that is because we haven't reviewed that book yet. It was sad that the video series lasted only 4 episodes because he would have been a great villain to watch and laugh at. Now up at number 9 is that Awful Alvin is friends with a floor lamp who he names Lampy. Well, nothing much here, just that he talks to inanimate objects. But this is probably the equivalent to having imaginary friends. Well, no need to dwell into this fact. I mean, for every mad scientist, there's always that character quirk. So there you go. Number 8. He has an underground lair that seems to change over time in the book series. Now in the video series, his lair pretty much stays the same. However, in the book series, he went from a crummy starter lair in the sewer to a more enhanced and tech-savvy place. He should have been on an episode of Cribs, right? Oh, okay, forget that last part. Now up at number 7 is that, deriving from fact number 10, Awful Alvin has appeared in the premiere and final episodes of the Cartoon Adventure series, which are the Angry Eyebrows video and the Good and the Bad and the Ugly video. Now it's unknown whether putting him in the first and last episodes were intentional or not, seeing that he teams up with Greta Von Gruesome in the finale. But whatever, it is what it is. Number 6. Awful Alvin is weird in his own right. Yeah, I'm not kidding when I say that he just follows the usual mad scientist stereotype of talking crazy, scheming, etc. And he might even mug the camera or make weird faces every once in a while. And he even dances. Okay, wow. That must have really been a nightmare for the animators to stare at this guy while they drew and animated him. Number 5. If you watch VeggieTales in the House or City on Netflix, you'll notice a reoccurring character that LarryBoy takes on, which is Motato. Now, some people believe that some of the character design for Motato was inspired by Awful Alvin. And I've talked about this on my top 10 facts video on Motato, where I said that they had similar facial features like the eyes and the eyebrows. Whether this is true or not, you can't help but think that Awful Alvin had something to do with Motato's look. Up at number 4 is that the video series does not go into detail on how Awful Alvin became a bad guy. However, in the Awful Whatever Attacks book, the story takes the time at some point to give us his backstory. The story is that he scared all his friends away by pulling one too many pranks on them and eventually becoming friends with a floor lamp that he gave a face to. Literally. It's on crayon. To be fair, this may not be the best origin story for a villain, but at least they tell us in the book. The video series, unfortunately, does not establish a backstory for Awful Alvin, other than he has a grudge against LarryBoy. Number 3. Awful Alvin has had some semi-good ideas in the book series, not including his outing with Greta Von Gruesome. He has proven to invent mind control devices and create a monster, which we'll get to in book 8. So he's not 100% lame for a bad guy. So give credit where credit is due. Now up at number 2 is that if you do a quick Google search on Awful Alvin fan art, you'll see a ton of it. In fact, there's more fan art of Awful Alvin than The Alchemist and Greta Von Gruesome fan art combined. Well, it's nice to see a LarryBoy Cartoon Adventures villain like Awful Alvin get the deviant art treatment. And finally, for fact number 1 is that it's unknown why Awful Alvin hates LarryBoy. Yeah, that already seems obvious. I guess he sees LarryBoy as a nuisance for foiling his evil plans. That would be the best explanation thus far. Although the second book in the book series gave us a backstory, it doesn't say how he came to hate LarryBoy. So it's the usual hero-villain cliche of the hero foiling the evil plans and the villain swearing revenge. Speaking of revenge, when Awful Alvin trapped LarryBoy with his angry eyebrows at one point, he said that his quote-unquote revenge was complete, meaning that he did have some kind of beef with LarryBoy. But neither the video nor the book series explain how that is. So as far as I know, the hero-villain cliche still stands. Anyways guys, those were my thoughts on Awful Alvin from LarryBoy the Cartoon Adventures series. Some of you guys have been begging me to do a video on Awful Alvin, so here you go. And if you liked this video, be sure to give it a like and please subscribe to the channel. By the way, on Whatsoever Critic's website, we're doing this new segment called DVD screenings. This was really fun to make, so check that out. I'll leave a link in the description or right here on the screen. What we do is we watch a DVD that we're interested in, and then we talk about it later on. And then we might do a review on it in the future. And on that note, this has been the LarryBoy Fanatic, the eyes and plunger ears of the LarryBoy universe. See you guys! Oh well, she did a video about me. Not impressed.